The moment the Queen's heart stops beating, Charles becomes king. He is proclaimed king by the Accession Council. That happened, as we saw, within 24 hours of the Queen's death. But he may not be crowned for several months. I'm hearing from my sources that it's likely to be in the spring if King Charles passes before Queen Consort Camilla. Because of the order of succession, the crown automatically passes to his heir apparent, the Prince of Wales, Prince William. So Camilla would not keep her title as Queen Consort. She would lose that title, and that title would move to Kate. I was told by sources very close to the king that he was determined that when his time came and he sat on the throne, he would absolutely have Queen Camilla. As you will know, we are all referring to her at the moment as Queen Consort Camilla. That is going to be the title bestowed on her when the king is titled king in that final funeral ceremony at St. George's Chapel. What happens further on down the line, we'll have to wait and see. We know that the issue of titles matters enormously to the Prince of Wales. There was speculation that he didn't want the title of the Duke of Edinburgh, for example, to pass to his younger brother, Prince Edward. We're told by the palace that the issue of titles is going to be something that is going to be sorted out after the official mourning period. And don't forget, the royals have a further 7 full days of mourning after the funeral on Monday. So what of the titles for Archie and Lilibet, which has caused, I think it's fair to say, a storm of controversy? Well, by law, now that Charles is king, any sons of the sovereign are entitled to take the Prince title, the HRH title, and their children are entitled to take the HRH title. It is why Prince Andrew's daughters, Beatrice and Eugenie, are their Royal Highnesses, Princess Beatrice of York and Princess Eugenie of York. Now, eagle-eyed royal watchers will have noted that on the official royal website, Archie and Lilibet are not Prince and Princess Archie and Lilibet yet. They are still Mr. and Miss Archie and Lilibet. I think the reason that they are Master Archie and Miss Lilibet still is because a formal decision hasn't been taken yet as to the announcement of those titles. Are they going to be HRH? It's unlikely, given that that is what Harry and Meghan have dropped, but I believe that it's the case that they will be Prince and Princess, and I think a lot rides on these titles. Are we going to see this eagerly anticipated autobiography of Harry's? Are there going to be more interviews essentially trashing the royal family? I think titles are given to those who have earned them, and I think at the moment the jury might still be out. Is there any chance that Harry and Meghan might be given their HRH titles back? Well, of course, after Megxit, after they made the announcement that they were standing down as senior members of the royal family, that they were no longer representing the then Queen, they were stripped of those honorary titles. Now, the Queen made it very clear that the door was always left open for Meghan and Harry to return if they wanted to, and I believe that it is actually King Charles's hope that they might well be able to come back into the royal fold in some sort of a capacity. It wouldn't be impossible to give back those HRH titles, but it would take an absolute 360 turn on Meghan and Harry's part to give up all of the commercial work and to come back as fully fledged members of the firm. And I think there's probably too much water under the bridge for that to happen.